Hey guys, it's Rebecca, and I know it's kind of soon and unusual for me to make another video, but I was thinking about some things last night that I wanted to share with you guys. I have not shared before. I'm going to talk quick because it's a lot of information and I only have 10 minutes, so here we go. Things that I suffered with while I was obese before my surgery. And I know a lot of you are going to relate to this stuff, and hopefully, now you're going to say, well, that's what I suffer from, and now I don't feel so alone. That's the purpose of this. I had a lot of pain prior to surgery. My back, my hips, my knees, my ankles, heels of my feet always hurt. Yes, it is very, very related to the obesity. It's very normal for that to happen. I had an accident when I was a size 16. I wasn't even at my heaviest, but because I was already obese, I wasn't able to really heal from that injury until I lost the weight. My back is still not perfect from this injury, but I tell you what, it's a lot better. Shoulder cave-in, the little indentation that you get in your shoulders from your bra. Heavy breasts can do it, and heavy breasts, a lot of that tissue is fat cells. So, yeah, you lose the weight and that will clear up. Mine's not completely gone, but I tell you what, it's a lot better. I'm not just touching bone anymore. I'm actually feeling muscle there again. Shortness of breath. If you watch my earlier videos, you can hear it. Even though I'm in my bed, totally relaxed, short of breath. I suffered with that a lot. You have a lot of fat cells in the trunk of your body, and it does put pressure on your lungs, and it does cause you to not be able to breathe as deeply as you normally would. Yes, it's obesity. Depression and anxiety, gotten much better. I was very unhappy with myself, obviously. I wouldn't have wanted to lose weight if I was happy. So yes, depression and anxiety do go hand in hand with obesity. Acid reflux, heartburn, indigestion, all those things, obesity will contribute to making it worse. I've always suffered with it, even as a child, but it was so much worse when I was obese, and now that I've lost the weight, it's a lot better. Frequent constipation and hemorrhoids. Oh yes, definitely. Now these things have not gone away completely. They never will, because it's just part of being a human being. But it has gotten a lot better and much less frequent, thank goodness. I couldn't bend forward before. I couldn't bring my knees to my chest at all because of the size of my breasts were so huge. They were enormous. They were size I cup. Now they're down to a double D. But since there was so much breast tissue and extra fat, I couldn't. It was excruciating. It would hurt. It would feel like my breasts were being squeezed between my rib cage, and maybe it was. I don't know. Couldn't stand or walk for too long periods of time because the lower back would hurt, the feet would hurt, all because of the extra weight bearing down. Had a lot of trouble sleeping. I had to sleep with 3 pillows, and there was only one position that I could sleep in. I could not sleep on my back, I could not sleep on my stomach, and not directly on my side. I had to be leaning forward like so, and I had to have a pillow under my head, between my breasts and between my legs to support my body, which means that every time I turned over, I had to wake up and shift pillows. So it was miserable. I lost a lot of sleep during those days. It was hard to get up from a sitting position. I felt like an old lady. I had to grab the lower back. I had to stand up while I was bending forward and just slowly bring my body up to a straight position, and it was excruciating. Don't have that problem anymore. I felt a lot older when I was obese. I really did. Because of all of the problems that I had, all the pain that I had. It's like, man, I'm too young to feel this old, And I feel younger. I look younger. I feel 100% better than I did before. I'm going to give you my beginning measurements up. I'm going to compare my measurements from the day before surgery up until August the 15th, which was like 10-11 days ago. My neck started off at 15.5 inches around. Now it's 13.5 inches around, and that's just the middle part of the neck just going around like this. My arms, upper arms, biggest part of the arms was 16 inches. Now it's 13. I still have a little bit of work to do here, but I'm really not concerned about it. I'm not going to stress myself over it. Around the breast, right around, you know, the biggest part of the breast was 50.5 inches. That's 50.5 inches. Now it's 42 inches. The chest right below the breast was 41 inches, and now it's 32. My waist was 43 inches, now it's 30. My fupa, which is the mommy part of the tummy that kind of overhangs, was 50.5 inches, and now it's 39.5 inches. My hips were 52 inches, and now they're 40. And my thighs were 32 inches around. That's the biggest part of the thigh, and now they're 24. So, yes, obesity is going to contribute to a lot of things. You know, fortunately, I didn't have to worry about diabetes and heart disease and all these other things, but I'm sure that if I would not have had this surgery, and if I would have continued going on like I was, I would have developed all those other problems, you know, because there are a lot of things that obesity can contribute to. My BMI, I don't remember the numbers offhand, but I can tell you what it said when I would put in my height, my weight, my sex, and what is it? Height, weight, sex, and age. It used to say morbidly obese. I don't remember the numbers, so I'm sorry. Now when I put those things in, it says average. When you're tracking your weight loss, don't just look at the scale. You know, yeah, you want to look at the scale. Yes, you want to see your numbers come down on the scale. But what you also want to do is watch your clothes size change. You want to take your measurements with a tape measure, get a good tape measure, and you also want to go to the BMI calculator online and watch your BMI numbers drop as well. All these things are milestones that you want to reach. All these things are goals to look forward to, and it's more reason to celebrate and be excited. Yes, it is very exciting. So do that for yourself. You know, keep track of all those things and watch everything change. As always, I welcome questions, suggestions, comments, or whatever, and I welcome anybody to subscribe to the videos, and I hope you all have a blessed weekend.